It's Week 12 of the NFL, and
the final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense heading out, and they do so behind Kyler Murray, their dynamic quarterback in his 6th season now from Oklahoma.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play, 2nd down. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
Here's Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, what was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that fast.
So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Off play action, Richardson. He completes this to Walker. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. The Seahawks at 7-3 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. 2nd and 9. Richardson looking to throw this. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. It's a big play there for Seattle. 51 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on. Because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Now Richardson. Outright to Smith and Jigba. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 more there and another 1st down. Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cardinals offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. They start with a give to Connor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. You talk about this Seahawks defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Now Myers for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Second down and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch them?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Ball placed at the 45 for second and 5. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. To throw is Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
To throw, it's Murray. And Jones has it over the middle. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space. Our drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. as they've got it with a third down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Murray now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Connor. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. Again, a run with Connor. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are back within a score. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. And fighting down inside the 25. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Seahawks offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. Richardson working from the gun. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the 1st down.
They go play action with Richardson. Returning right back to Lockett. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Up the middle, here's Walker. Escaping a tackler at the 25. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Here's Richardson to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They run again with Walker. And this time he is in. Kenneth Walker. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. James Conner and the Cardinal offense ready to get back to work. So a 6-carry drive the last go-around, touchdown on the end of it. We'll see if they can duplicate that here.
I think that they would like to. I know every runner that we've ever met would love to carry the ball more and more and more. In fact, we keep a ball in the booth just for demonstration purposes.
You're holding it right now.
I'm going to give it to you. Is it heavy? Is it that heavy?
No, it's pretty light.
It's pretty light, right? So keep giving it to him and let him do his work. It's not going to slow him down.
If it's light for me, it's definitely light for him. On second down, they'll run it here. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those...
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the running crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
Back out now comes Kenneth Walker and the Seattle offense. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. From the 29, here's second down and 1. Now Richardson back to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now a first and 10 at the 11. Now it's Richardson. Walker with a grab, left side. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incomplete.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll get started out west in Las Vegas. And it's the Broncos who have the lead in the second quarter. 2 touchdowns in that ball game for Javonte Williams. From there, we head cross-country to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Baker Mayfield, strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Sam Darnold, sharp in the victory as his guys get back within a game of 500. It was a strong first half for the former Spartan Kenneth Walker. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Seahawks offense and DK Metcalf getting ready to go back to work. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row.
And got his man complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jones breaking from the contact. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Cardinals offense and Kyler Murray headed back out onto the field. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. From the gun, Murray. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 2. A give running right is counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
He'll get that complete to Harrison. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. On first and 10 is counter. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now a second and 10. Patriots counter. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Throwing now is Murray. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The home team's offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this third quarter. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Richardson off the play fake. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 42-yard line.
Richardson. It's caught. Lockett.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Richardson to throw off play action. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. In motion goes the tight end. Now to the ground. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Straight ahead, Walker. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change. Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing just about on his own goal line. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
On the give, it's Walker.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
From the gun, it's Walker.
Tackle made there by Buda Baker. Good gain there on first down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Walker with another carry.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
2nd and a couple.
At the 19-yard line.
Now a run with Walker.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Hand off here to Walker.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting.
And the Cards are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Jones has it. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Here's Murray.
There's a short one caught by Ryman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker set to take over once more. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here. They'll give it up to the big man Walker. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 123 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And Walker once more. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Seahawks, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.